Anything happen while I was gone?
No.
Kill?
High blood pressure.
Oh, I imagine so. But yeah, fair warning again. Internet is becoming more trash. So, don't be surprised if I block out again. So, yeah. Alright, he tried to do a thing. He failed. Then your turn. Oh wait, actually, sorry, he does have... Let me make sure that was not a full action. Okay, as a touch attack. Though by the look of it is basically a spell, so... Oh, is a standard action. Okay, so it doesn't... I just blow through everything else. And... Oh, my attack. Okay. Okay, your turn.
Rolled it there.
Sorry, I just had to...
My first attack misses, but the other three are, due to blinking, but the other three might hit.
The channel vigor and all that?
Yeah, I used spell combat and sacred geometry, so I do channel vigor, and I attempted a disrupt undead, but that missed. Due to blinking. However, the 28, 32, and 22 did not get blinked out, so they might hit.
32 will.
Sadly, the disrupt undead means that they, did not connect. So 28 does, 32. I mean, you said 32 does, 28 does not.
28 does.
28 does.
2 and 3 did hit. Okay, so that's a 16 and a 15 for a total of 31.
16, 15, got it.
31.
31. Chunk. Shush. I almost said Star Wolf line. You're good, but I'm better. You're good. Your turn. Yanara.
Okay. Here we go. Oh boy, yeah. Let's see, no one's hit yet. So I will go for 2 more slashes. Keeping them distracted for you.
Keep him distracted. $18 will not hit.
The 10 totally does, though.
Neither. Obviously. What's he to hit?
Might have hit is a well, for my second attack it's really crappy, but my first first attack with the bonuses and such, it's a +8. But I rolled a 2, so...
Only +8. Meanwhile, Len here with +18.
That,
You are remembering flanking for
that
yourself too,
sounds...
right?
Oh, I did not put in flanking for that. So that goes up by 2 each.
Okay, it still misses, but okay. Just making sure you're getting your chances, because I'm like, jeez Louise.
Well, I think 18 might be a little bit excessive. I don't know what other bonuses are going on. He is more of a fighter than me.
Oh, that's true.
With my
No, that's
sword,
fair.
I normally have a
Complete-
+16 for my first attack and a +11 for my second attack.
Okay.
I have +2 from flanking. I have
Yeah.
+2 from blink. And I have +1 from something else.
From that over there. Yeah.
That should be a +2 from catch rate, it's not a +1.
Wait,
No,
that's 2 from blank.
Wait, +2 from blank.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh, and a +1 from haste.
I
that's
cannot
what it
see
is.
invisible creatures.
Yeah, my dex is I get a +2 because of my enhanced dex. I get a +2 from flanking. I get a
Yeah.
+2 from blinking, and then I get a +1 from haste.
Okay.
Yeah, just making sure,
Yeah, just making sure,
And I have
because
dex
I'm
as
like,
flanking, so, before enhancement.
yeah, this is once more the problem with D20 that I do very much. I'm like, yeah, that is a problem of just sheer drops of classes and all other stuff. It's like, doggone. I want to make a good match that everybody can fight good on. But doggone it!
Well, in this situation, I
But,
think they expect David to not be going for melee and chucking spells, so that he's going for saving throws.
Well, yeah, but his spell resistance is high enough.
Oh, I'm not disputing that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, in a situation, the
Yeah.
book was probably designed expecting the spellcasters to be spellcasting and not stabbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a level 5 spell I've been wanting to cast, so I might try that out next.
Alright. But it is his turn now. You know what? He's gonna just go full swing for the fence since you don't see. Oh, actually. Alright. So he's gonna go just for a blade at you, Len. Raising it up high and swing. Cocked. That's gonna be 35.
That would be my AC exactly, which means I need to roll for dink. Yep, you got me.
Oh boy. This is going to be magical, and this is also going to be in here. Well, actually, I need to check that. Yeah.
Awkward silence.
Dun, dun, dun.
The time being like, it seems like that should be done. Should be done. Should is the word. Should is the word he uses. Anyways. Total of 22 damage. This is magical. 22.
Not happy about it, but it's better than I was expecting.
Yeah. Comes down, slicing. And you feel the sick, the unease, very familiar uneasiness that was very similar to that particular area that you were nearby. Good. You do bleed.
Not if I can help it.
And he's gonna go for Kanata.
Did he critical me?
Rolling to confirm. Does 17
17 does not
confirm?
confirm.
Wait. He is at that 18.
18 does not confirm.
Whew. Thank goodness.
Confirming does not confirm.
Maybe I can put it all at once, hopefully. Yay, I can! 18.
Ah,
And gonna try again for one, just for good measure. Probably won't. Cocked, and that's 24.
looks
Yep.
like his sword's magical.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Oh, by the way, he hit me though? He hit me?
Yeah.
Guess what?
Yeah. What?
I have on me Shield of Dawn. Shield of Dawn means he's retaliatory. He takes retaliatory damage.
Ooh. What is it?
3, 4, 5. Oh, that does increase my CM. That's probably for that. So.
Hot damn! There's the damage.
Yes.
As he smirks, saying, "Let me make sure of this, cause I want to give him flavor."
Yep, I have double checked it.
I'm trying to figure out his particular deity.
Creatures of the reach aren't subject to it. Okay.
Ah, there we go.
There we go. As he does strike both of you when trying to go back for Len. Feel the wrath of Tromari Gexian.
Ooh.
But then you burn him. Any one-liner you want to say back?
What use is a god when their worshippers are burned to a cinder?
Might don't I ask your god soon? Meanwhile, with Len, he's just like, I don't care about religion.
Hey, if he wants to be distracted,
Yes, my god
if
is.
he wants to be distracted by having a theology off, I'll take the unaware status.
Yes, your god is better than my god. Now go die. Speaking of Len, it is your turn.
Okay, there we go. There we go. I don't know if that clears his spell resistance or if a 30 confirms a critical, but and attack number 3 misses due to blinking. Hello. That's it.
Yep, checking it.
I'm trying to kill you.
Yep. Those do get past his spell
The first
resistance.
one's a Disrupt Undead, the second one's a Shocking Grasp, and then 2 normal attacks.
Oof.
Out of the fourth attack is potentially a critical if a 30 confirms.
Jeez Louise.
Does a 30 confirm?
Yeah. Does a
Hey, this is Pathfinder. 30 may not confirm in this.
no. No, I know, but it was the 41 that caught me off. I'm like, holy mother of God.
Okay, so, oh yeah, and activate the Black Blade to get the extra damage. 23 plus 38. Yes. 24.
Ooh.
He takes a total of 85 damage. A little bit of disrupt, a little bit of electricity, and a little bit of good old-fashioned stabby.
What?
Ooh.
How would you like to do this?
How would you like to do this? As you throw these numbers out and you're like, oh, he's obviously gonna survive. Triss, you have said it yourself, Pathfinder isn't good for all this stuff. They don't prep for this kind of damage output. That can't handle power of this magnitude.
Well, considering this was in theory designed for a larger party, I thought he'd be a little bit more durable than he turned out to be.
Well, you did kind of knock out his troops.
Yeah.
Yet you knocked out his troops. You also did those spells that I also threw in some other stuff. You also have Blink and Mirror Image up, which I was considering giving him True Sight for, but I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna be cheap like that. Not today. That's like, my
Yeah, we'll wait
gosh.
for him to finish his God monologue, and at that point, his head just kind of flies off, and and he's standing in a way that Len's head is now replacing his shoulders from Kincaid's view. It's like, I'm sorry, was he still talking?
You take Margot, basically stab it, or you said you're going for the. Well, just so you know, the head is only a skull and a
Well, I am
helmet.
separating the skull. I'm
He doesn't
separating
have a
the skull
face.
slash helmet from the rest of his self.
Actually, okay. So you just thrust straight forth. Why have you forsaken me? As his body just erupts, the head, where the head used to be, erupts into energy. And the body shudders, and finally the energy stops as the blade drops to the ground, and the armor that remains crumples into the dust.
Cute,
Nice.
cute. So, what you might want to do, just a thought, take the head back over to Mar. If you hold it up, you might use your persuasive skills to go, look, we killed the warlord. Quit being pissy. Know your knoll. While you do that, I'm going to toss this guy for his lunch money.
So mean! So mean
And,
to
you
the
know,
core.
then, you know, after that, we can, if he doesn't have the key, I guess we can go into the next room and see if it's in there. Because otherwise, we just killed this guy for no reason. I mean, you know, he's
Well, he
obviously
was
evil
evil.
and undead and stuff, but I mean, no reason for the current objective.
So you're going to do that,
Yeah.
Kiara.
Yes, I will.
Okay, you'll take the skull that was cracked, that has been thoroughly cracked, and has lost all energy. You feel the residual wrongness of it, but it's quickly dissipating. The helmet was very nice. But I wouldn't recommend any of his armor, honestly. But that's up for you all. But you quickly march over to where Mar is, and find them containing the situation quite well. Quite a few gnolls seem to be there is a few gnoll corpses. One in particular of the daughters seemingly trying to get out from under or get up from a pit and failing miserably. And you see more of the choir that is nearby, as well as and surrounding Mar, a wreath of blades essentially shimmering around them, dancing.
Nice.
And they turns around and sees you. Oh, you're done already.
Yes.
I imagine that's a fair friend.
I'll raise the head. The skull of darkness has been claimed. Your overlord has been fallen by our power. Do you really wish to resist further?
And they're gone. As soon as they hear that he's dead, they leave. Except the daughter, who is still having some conniptions of trying to get back up. But that's a natural one. Slips. And after a few seconds, you hear a very just disgusting crack. May I see that skull for a moment, please?
I'll hand the skull over.
He turns it with the skull facing them. Alas, poor York. I knew him well. Whether it is to be better to live or to fall down a pit. Much better to live than to live as shit. And then tosses you the skull as they head back. Well done.
Thank you. It was Len's sword.
Yes. So, you all reconvene. As for you, Len, as you go pickpocketing through the corpse, roll pickpocket.
Okay.
I'm kidding. You find you find water in vials very similar to Kinara's. I was joking about the pickpocket. Oh, but you're right, this. Never mind. Water very similar to Kinara's, but you have a strong suspicion that no, that's probably not a good thing. You notice that the armor he was wearing was full plate +1. I'll be writing all this.
I wish I could wear it.
Yeah. I mean, you could try doing piecemeal stuff. I don't know. Quick question. You touch his falchion.
Do you?
Not until Mar can show up and identify it. I'll probably use the assisting mage hand to just kind of put it over to the side and.
Yeah. Because of how things are, Mar and Kinar will both be able to, because you do have detect magic up still. I'll just say it. And with Mars, roll, that's enough. You're both able to determine that it is a unholy falchion.
Well, I gotta melt that down.
And specifically, if you wish to have the religion, Mar sees the mark, takes a couple seconds. Oh, that does explain a few things.
Un momento.
Yeah, Yang things, I imagine.
Oh, he has silver dust on him.
Yeah, silver dust. But
Plus,
yes, that would this explains quite a bit. He seems to have been a anti-paladin. Kinar, you will be able to identify this as well. After hearing the name Trelmarixian. It takes you a couple seconds, because you're like, you've never really heard that one before. And probably for good reason. Because that's not technically God.
Oh.
That is an archdemon.
Oh shit!
Trelmarixian the Black. The Horseman of Famine.
Holy sir!
The youngest and most ambitious of the archdemons of Abaddon.
He's on brand.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I would have thought he would have imbued his servant with a bit more strength.
I see no key though.
Is the sword a key? Like, is there a key, like, hidden in it?
No. But that's actually a good thing, because now with the dungeon cleared, we shall get to this. Okay. Let me read through all this to make sure I'm not going through anything
While
stupid.
you're doing that, I'm going to check this other room over here, just to be safe.
Yep, I'll go ahead and reveal that real quick.
I assume there's nothing in here, but just for the sake of completionist.
There will be things in there, because as D7 suggests, there is something in there. Come back here. He gives that. Da 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 da.
Hopefully it takes us a week to get anywhere, but it's going to take me that long to
Okay.
get my constitution back.
Oh, good. That means I'll actually be able to have time in a town. It'd be nice to have time in a town.
I mean, I hope the next person
Okay.
ain't away. So there's not exactly enough time for me to dick around in a town
Okay.
for a week. People are literally starving to death while we're doing this.
Well, I assume, like, provided we solve this.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping to have my constitution back before we solve this.
Ah.
That's why I was saying travel time.
Okay. Okay, so, I do not think. I believe he does have a
I was like, we were told we had a key.
Let me make sure. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure it's actually on his person.
I would be very upset if that, whoever gave us intel and sent us in here lied.
Oh, sorry, totally wrong. Silly person. It's a fake.
Okay. He didn't have it. Well, okay, yeah, I'm saying he has it on his person. You did. It is in the shape of a bow, by the sound of it, from what I've read thus far.
So that gives us 2, we need 3.
Okay. And then moving on from Norkraz. Norkraz's camp. While the ghouls have no need for sleep, Norkraz selected this half-collapsed smithy as a place to rest and meditate, leaving few possessions here. You find a rosewood case, small, worth 150 gold pieces, resting on an obsidian slab that has papers on it, signed by the Jackal Prince, commanding him to recover the wretched resting place of my equally wretched brother and cast it into the sea, as well as notes and maps of the area. A well-preserved copy of the Legacy of Shadun, a book worth 350 gold, rests below it, alongside a silk bag containing 4 potions of inflict moderate wounds. Actually, that would be 3. It would be 3 potions of inflict. This is inflict, not heal. And 325 gold pieces worth of silver dust.
I'm not sure what you do with silver dust, aside from possibly mixing it in with gunpowder to fuck with werewolves, but we'll figure it out.
I can make holy water with it.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Why the gods would require silver dust for that, I Don't know.
Silver, it's something to do with silver being pure and stuff. Same reason it fucks with other creatures.
It is a yes, very similar. It is why it is also used often against the Fae.
Iron versus the Fae.
You're correct. That's right. Sorry.
I'm sure
it's
Mara's
been-
assessing you.
Exactly.
Okay, so that gives us 2 keys. We need 3 to open this door, though.
Yes.
Could we fake one?
I don't know. I will.
You do. When you also within in that area, you find a pile of other keys. Dozens.
Are all of them
them.
magically glowing?
No, you not magically glowing, as well as not the same scent that you want.
Okay.
You do not smell
My
it
guess is
amongst
the
them.
Knowles brought him a shit ton of keys, hoping they were the right one.
Yeah.
Looking, yeah. Mara will pick up one, look at it, and kind of pick up another, put them together, and kind of like showing it off. You're able to see that the keys are similar, but they're different enough that, especially for you, Len, since you work with locks and all that, you know it's just the sheer smallest amount is even changed, it won't work.
Well, I'm gonna take a look at this door. I have a stupid idea that just might work. Can't be any dumber than, that one time I was able to pop a lock with a hollow ball.
Okay.
You keep looking. I will be looking for the rest
I
here.
will be so amazed
Ooh,
by HP.
this is interesting. Oh, this is an interesting thing. As Mar goes underneath, kind of under some rubble. Can someone assist me with this?
You want to help him with that, Reverend?
Huh. Yes, let's check this out.
And while he's doing that, I would like to examine the 2 doors and the locking mechanisms.
Okay.
Because if I can defeat this dungeon with the tennis ball trick, I will be hilariously amused.
Kanara, you assist Mar, and you're able to unearth a bronze griffin figure.
Oh.
And with the tail end of detect magic turning off for you, you feel great magical power within it.
Oh, there's definitely something to look at in here.
An appraisal. Mar turns it around for a few seconds. And for a second you see the markings that show the eye points kind of widen for a moment. Well. I believe this is an interesting find, one you all would like. It is a figurine of wondrous power.
Is that what it's called, or is that your description?
No,
Is that
that's what
the
they
item in the
call
book? That's what it's called, yeah.
Oh.
If I remember right,
It's a figurine of wondrous
this
power.
chuck and it turns into whatever animal it's shaped like.
Yes, it turned. Not many. From what I have not come across too many of them, but from what I do recall, there is a command word spoken. Here it is. And it can actually turn into a bronze griffin.
Interesting.
A normal griffin under the command of the possessor. You all have a die. I have no need of such trinkets.
You hear that, Len? Trinkets.
Len is in the other room examining the door right now.
Ah.
Speaking of the door,
Because I see 2 on the map, but
Trinkets!
yes, but they are both doors are
I thought
similar.
you were going to say the doors are vampiric.
Look. Yes. The doors look heavy as all shit. And magically reinforced. There are... Okay, the vault door itself seems to require 3 keys to unlock. Each one seemingly similar to what you have found. The minaret, the sword, and an eye. You have found the minaret and the sword so far, if I remember correctly. Yes, you have the minaret and the sword. You are merely missing the eye.
Now, when you say magically reinforced, that tells me that that you could take damage, but it's still pickable. I'm confirming that that is what it was meant, and not
They have a DC.
They have a DC, I'll tell you that.
Unlimited key works.
So, here's what I'm going to do. Based on my experience with actual locksmiths, this might, in theory, work.
It would be fascinating.
It will be fascinating, because this thing is 1,500 pounds.
So, I'm going to take the 2 keys we have, put them in the appropriate key slots.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will then take a small, piece of metal, like what one would use for forging a key, small, like a nail or something sized.
Huh?
I am going to slide a vial of impact foam into the 3rd keyhole.
Impact foam? Where are you getting that from?
I carry it around in case of falls.
Damn you. How dare you be knowledgeable?
Then I'm going to take the nail and slide it into the keyhole after the vial with the intention of breaking the vial, forming an improvised key out of the impact foam. Because the foam should fill the space that the key is designed to fill, forming a perfect mold. You follow the logic, yes?
Yes.
And then I can
Yes.
and then I can
Trying to
use the
see if
nail
the-
to turn it if I need to. Like I said, if I can defeat this dungeon with the equivalent of the tennis ball trick. I don't know if you want me to make some kind of engineering check to set this up, or how you want this to work, but...
I frankly don't know how to go about this, because I'm seeing where you're going with it.
Might I make a suggestion? Require either a engineering or dexterity roll to set it up, considering how fine it sounds like it needs to be. And then if that passes, something like, I don't know, like a +5 or a +10 to lockpicking roll, since you have what should be a good replica of the key.
And before you do this, I will remind you, because it has been 2 weeks, all over, that you did actually detect the 3rd key, supposedly.
Where did...
Yes, you did. The
a knoll had walked by Kinara, and he had sensed, like, basically essentially the remain, like a
Okay.
residue.
Oh yeah,
of
but I
it.
thought we determined the residue just meant he had come in contact with it, but we couldn't determine if it was the. But we didn't know if that was
Yes.
the key that the Queen had earlier, or possibly he come in contact with the key this guy had.
With you having the key with you, you can actually determine
Okay.
it
in
is
which
the
case,
third key.
while I am getting ready to set this up, putting my tools out and everything, because I'm assuming it will take me longer to do this than it did them to find the figurine. If
Yes.
It
will take you.
Kindly find the knoll that you thought had the third key, or at least knew where the third key was, so that I don't have to break the door. I mean, I really want to break the door, but this is probably, at least asking if he knows where the third one is before I explode the door with, science. Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
It's gonna take me a few minutes to set this up, so if I'll be good to go. If he doesn't have it, if he does, it's easy enough to take this out.
Keep going at this point. Okay.
I'm very sad if he actually has it, because this would have been much more hilarious. I am the ultimate lock. I win.
In terms of the
Science.
the gnolls, are they actively aggressive with the fact that I know they were like kind of cowed earlier, but
As far as you saw, they ran.
can I make a
But
trekking roll, please?
sure.
Well, upside, they can only run so far because they have to climb up the wall to get out. And
True.
we still have our allies upstairs,
It's true.
so they're only going to get so far.
And Mara will also mention, were you able to, you didn't investigate where they were, yes?
Mar, do you want to investigate their barracks while he's trying to chase this guy down?
That I will.
Division of labor.
I guarantee nothing that I won't keep something.
Fair enough.
Nice.
With using your
Yeah.
Sentai magic?
If I remember correctly, I believe tracking by scent eliminates any ground-based penalties.
Yep. So you're able to catch it fairly quickly and run after it as Mark goes off to check
You can
out
also
the
quick
barracks.
freeze oil if you'd rather.
Doggone truth. How dare you alchemist!
How dare I try
You're
to
not
find
an
use for
alchemist.
these very shitty alchemy items?
I know, right? How dare you be an alchemist and not be an alchemist and actually be a good one? How dare you?
I'm an alchemist and an engineer. It's the worst of both worlds.
How dare you be inventive and creative? How dare you? Making me think.
Hey, I warned you of that going in.
As for all... Yeah, I
I'm trying
know.
to make Da Vinci.
But as for your role, Tris,
Well, I'm not actually.
combination of engineering
Well, I'm
and
not actually-
dex.
I'm just getting ready. I'm not gonna. Well, no, because in theory, if I do this, I can still take the thing out. So yeah.
Yeah. You're like you figure you can jerry rig something. But yeah, Kinara, you were able to rush past everything, even as the gnolls ran screaming for the hills. As you move to the hole, you do see that some of them are still trying to climb and push. push each other out of the way. And with all the different sets, it's a little harder to tell which one's which. Especially since they all look the same. Racism. No. One does see you and the cowers, but before you running away on the ground. Essentially, they all have their tail between their legs. Those still on the rope are just climbing out.
I just seek was there a particularly something different about the one that moved away from a High Lord Darkness? Like, did they have something about them, like clothing or something that was slightly different from everyone else?
You saw that their right ear was basically chewed off.
I'm looking for the one that has their right ear mostly chewed off. Which I know could be a couple.
Moment of silence. Moment of silence. They all turn. They all turn. Is he down? Are they down there? Turn to them. They're there. They try to reach for the rope, but they all grab him and throw him in front of you. Just he's essentially on his knees in front of you.
I'll be looking down at them. Do you have a key on you? Does it smell like they have a key on them?
It does not smell as strong. Like, it smells a little stronger than it did last time, but it isn't like a constant thing now. They look at you and shake their head vigorously. No key.
You must have had one. Where'd you put it?
He looks behind him to the others, who are like one or two have been subtly climbing, and when they see you looking, they climb even faster up, back up. Roll intimidation, just for how your presence is right now, essentially.
Okay. Intimidation. Should be rolling momentarily.
Roll
Roll 20! Come on, roll 20. You know what?
I'm giving you bonuses as well. You know what? Advantage because of the fact that you have been connected to basically killing two. Like, it is very clear that two of their most powerful people have been killed by you. The daughter and the warlord and his entourage. You are kind of not to be fucked with.
Yes.
So roll it with advantage.
Okay. I will move move my outer jacket back if I may. No, it's an advantage. I'm not redoing the show roll. So I'm just going to do this. Go, dice! Do it! Hiya! There we go, that's a better roll.
Mm-hmm. Like for a moment, the gnoll hesitates. But after like looking at your bloodied scimitar, barks out, "Yes, we took it. We took the key.
Who did?
We did. We all did." As he points to the other gnolls, who look very, very sheepishly and immediately get in like bowed positions of, fealty. Well, key in eye shape. We didn't think he would know. We didn't think it would be important.
To confirm, they said key in eye shape? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly, didn't we find something eye shaped? I remember there was like a description of something that was.
No, you.
Was it on a wall?
No. I don't remember describing anything like that. Well, I mean, there was, no. Well, yes, that is one of the blocks, but...
Okay. Show me where this is.
He'll go forth back to the barracks. And where Mar is currently sifting through the chest. You see that they have on the ground as they're slowly placing them, like on Mar has taken like the sheets off of the bedrolls and like put them out and is like respectfully placing down symbols that he's pulling out from the chest.
Okay.
He stops up, and when he sees the gnoll, pulls out a knife and sees you.
They're with me. They're showing me where the eye that contains the key is, aren't you?
In the chest.
In the chest. In the chest. Aaron, I swear. Please don't go.
I'll indicate for Mara to go and look in the chest.
Quickly rummages past a few things. Takes a couple seconds as the gnoll gets more and more nervous. Finally, pulls out a brass key. Yeah, that's eye-shaped. Good. But you. As Mar points to the gnoll.
I'm sorry, what'd he say?
But you. As Mar points to the gnoll.
Well, what's the issue?
Mar points at the symbols that they have placed on the bedrolls. Recognize any of them?
Do I recognize him as The symbol of the archdemon?
No. You see an array of 21 tarnished silver holy symbols for various good fates.
Okay.
I do not know about you, Kenna, but I personally like believing in tit for tat. You have helped us, yes, but only in confirming what we basically do. As he gets closer and closer to the knoll.
From what I
However,
what I recall from what
go
got
ahead.
down here, it was a pretty good indication that that the gnolls were essentially cowed into this. They were essentially forced into what they were doing here. If I remember correctly, that's pretty much what we determined.
They were forced to search the ruins for the vault, but they were here.
Okay.
I'm not gonna kill you. As their voice goes just kind of quiet. But I am leaving you with a reminder.
Damn it, segment does allow for vengeance.
Set. With all respect, one does not get easily lessons of pain. You may learn lessons of failure, but lessons of pain, you'll never forget those.
Tell me, Mar, do you want that lesson to teach them retribution? Because if you go through this, then, well, I know what lessons of pain can do to people. They can make them obsessive, come after you and what you love, or just despise the kind of people that you are. Not that the gnolls are inherently good, but would you want to heighten those negative traits and have them trained on you and your kind?
The mask looks at you for a second. The mask looks at you for a second. And then turns to the knoll. Even if the lesson was going to be small, fine. But they do. Mar throws a knife right at their feet, at the gnoll's feet, and says, "But be warned. Things are changing. Keep to your own, or we will hunt you." The gnoll nods vigorously and then runs off. Unless you stop.
I'm not going to stop them. The gnolls, unless organized like this, aren't particularly threatening.
Right then. We can go over the remainders of the chest later. It wasn't a various interesting lot of good things that could be sold. But I believe we have a vault to see.
Yeah. Thank you. By the way, I wouldn't want to see. I wouldn't want to see anyone essentially become like me through actions like that.
Ma looks at you for a time. Saying nothing for a little and says, like you. And yet you spare them.
Why do you think I dislike humans so much?
I do not know your story. Perhaps we can share the tale. And I'll share bits of mine.
That sounds good, but as you mentioned, afterwards.
Afterwards. Yeah, still make their way back. What were your roles, Len?
I hadn't made them yet.
For the
I'm
engineering?
waiting to see if they actually found the key.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. Okay. So
They do come back with the key.
they do come back with the key.
At this point, you
Had it pretty much down pat of what you could have done if need be. But you all place the keys where they need to go.
Much less exciting this way, guys. It just turns the keys.
Keep the idea for later.
The door opens, creaking with power shaking the entire chamber that you're in. Sand and dust creeping away from after nearly millennia of no use.
Oh my god, it's another door.
You find the vault untouched by time. No knolls, no nothing lays here, merely just the passage of time. Leads the beginning, the first vault you see here seems to depict even further the murals of battle that the Sentinels did to seal away the four heralds. And even more weapons seem to be amassed here of the Sentinels that stood here. But another door lies beyond. Not summarily, you all can just push open. And before you, okay. What? Doggone it.
By the way, you
Bloody
didn't
hell.
read page 200? I know you're on 150, but you didn't read page 200?
No, it's just like.
No, it's just like. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, here's all the things. Yeah, this part of the vault has been partially collapsed. This one is completely blocked by ancient lava flow. Oh, BT dubs. Here's some enemies.
So I guess it has been touched by time.
Oh yeah, touch my time. Except for that. Except for that.
Well, sort of touched
Well,
by time, but
sort of touched by time, but
Pockets of
also
time.
not.
It's been
It's
untouched by time, except for all these people that got in here.
Except for those guys. Roar! They come from thine shadow.
just
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of
what?
EOE Korriban. Fuck it, I'm skipping that part. It's stupid. It's not how it works. These Sith ghosts attack you. No, fuck
Kinda,
that. That's
yeah.
not how the Force works.
Yeah.
this area is
It-
fine.
This area is fine. It would be this one that isn't. Just because. Bloody. Shit. Fucking fuck.
The shit part.
The shit, Parker.
You know what? You know what?
You know what? You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it.
Putting golems there.
I'm putting golems there. And you know what? Because you have Sentinel
Cool with you all.
amulets, they're cool with you all. Damn.
Stupid book.
Even the GM's like, fuck that shit, I'm out.
I really hope I can bring this
I really hope I can bring this book to you all, because I want to tear this. I want to verbally tear this book apart. Of just. Creatures. The Sentinels did not leave their charge unguarded. Desperate and left with treasures captured from dark cultists, volunteers sealed themselves within the vault and then used a scroll gate to call 2 Devourers as guards. The horrifying extraplanar undead consume the souls of the unfortunate Sentinels sealed within, vault alongside with them, and over the aeons have slipped into a catatonic state, leaving them with only 7 essence points apiece. The approach of revives the found that it. What even is essence
You
points?
know what? I think we should just take this. I think we
I
should
would
just take.
assume if you look at the monster manual entry for the creature, it would tell you what an SS point is.
I think we need to take this paraphrase line. This book is badly written, and I want you to acknowledge it. Oh, because Sammy J makes everything better. Man.
Okay. The trap.
Okay. The trap of I.
Okay. At the start of an encounter.
Okay, at the start of an encounter, the Devourer usually has 3d4 plus 3 essence points available. The trapped essence gains 1 permanent negative level for every 5 points of. What? What are
They sound
these?
Cthulhu if
They
it
don't-
like just bestows negative shit.
Hovering corpse.
This dry, hovering corpse's chest is a prison of jagged ribs with which is trapped a small, tormented, ghastly form. I guess. I fucking guess. I don't know. I said there were golems, and they're cool with you all. Fucking A.
Shit. Oh man.
Fuck that Lovecraftian shit. It's a golem. And it likes you.
It's cool with you.
and it's cool with you. It's like, hey yo, we've been waiting for you like for over 1,000 years. Where you all been? They're all dead. Well, shit.
Go up to Sunshine Nap? Yeah.
Can we go up to Sunshine now? Yeah. Cool, man.
I don't know why I made him sound like Shaft.
I don't know why I made him sound like Shaft.
Cause there's one bad.
Okay, so as I mentioned previously,
Okay, the Vault of Plague to the west has partially collapsed, while the hall leading north to the Vault of Famine and the Vault of Death have been completely blocked by ancient lava flow. However, the Vault of Genocide has not... Well, which one is that? Which one? No, Genocide. I'm trying to figure out which... Yes, like, wait,
Shugo,
which
where
one
did you
would
put
it
that
be?
Zacarium crystal?
I don't even know which
You're like,
horseman this
I
is.
don't care.
Okay, Vault of War. Okay, the Vault of War, there we go. Because Genocide, I guess. These names. You make your way down, as said, through holes relatively untouched by time. Relatively. The icons decorating the golden walls of this chamber repeatedly depict a red-eyed vulture being stabbed, shackled, and buried. In the room's center, a single circle scribed in silver wards, a small pedestal. Lost for millennium, the hand flower of genocide resides here, awaiting a new master. Like the other oblivion keys, it is bound with heavy brass seals to minimize the influence its imprisonment harbinger may exert. As you draw near, the sentinel symbol scry... Actually, did anyone go with a tattoo?
I actually had the tattoo.
As you draw nearer, it begins to glow and burn, and seem to kindle some shred of purpose within the artifact. Not uncomfortable, but just like, ooh, that's warm.
The desert.
A crackle of pale red light seeps from the bracelet. Broken wisps congeal into the form of a hulking vulture-winged man. What is to stake? Hold on, I'm trying to think of a different voice.
Hey man, have you busted through my minions?
No, man, no, Holmes, they were cool with us.
Man, I'm going to fuck you up and do the job. Oh, let me put on my bad voice.
And what stink is this? My simpering jackal brother wrongs free, believes me a prisoner. Bring me forth to the shivering coward. I shall crush the breath from his very throat, and silence is prattling once more.
Sounds like a really bad idea, but we know we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the only way to put Dipstick back in the box.
Then we're of one accord.
It's good to know that he wants to be put back just as much as we want him to.
So I guess we take.
No, wait, no, it's more of he wants been.
It's more of he once been. His brother's out gallivanting around and tried to destroy him. Nah, he won't. He ain't having any of this shit.
And we will shove it into the bottomless bag of storing stuff that is a handy haversack. And
Oh, I kind of thought it was gonna pop out and we were gonna find him. I was gonna go into an Armageddon stops here speech, but okay, if he's not gonna pop out.
we didn't have to fight the last one.
That's true.
Yeah, they were in prison.
They were in prison.
Oh yeah, I know, but I also know that the sword had been stolen, and I
mean,
thought,
if you want to fight the evil vase of Shaka Khan,
What?
we can fight the vase, but it's a vase. I don't think it's going to put much of resistance.
Oh, but my mistake, Len. I assumed his minions were trying to free him, and the seal would have broken when we came in because of good timing.
No. Mara actually singing about it, like,
cast into the sea. So wait,
That cult you've been dealing with.
that cult you've been dealing with,
Yep.
the cult
Yep.
of ills, right?
If they're with him, they've not been doing their job. He's still
They're
in the
not
thing.
with him. They're with the Jackal Prince, who is probably trying to nix his siblings, because if he kills off his siblings, then he can't be stopped, because the only way to stop him is to beat him upside the head with his siblings.
No, that's true.
Oh, that's right. Okay, there's
No, that's
the
true,
Jackal, I keep
but
thinking the Jackal
They
Prince.
seem to,
This isn't him.
No, we're not at
But-
the end yet. We got one more artifact to go.
but they seem to be.
Then we get to climb into the final dungeon and beat up all the people for their lunch money.
Oh, so this is the Archdemon.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, it's true.
sorry. I thought you were
Yes, it's
important.
true.
My mistake.
Yeah.
Well, technically, the gauntlet is.
Well, technically, the
Kinara
gauntlet
is
is
giving him shit.
Oh,
I'd say this is the second artifact.
Oh, I know,
One
I know.
more artifact, then we get to go after the Jackal Prince.
but Marcus.
But Marcus,
They were working for the Jackal Prince.
but I thought they were working
The
for the
cult is
Jackal
working. Ills is
Prince.
working for the Jackal Prince, aren't they?
Yes, but
Yes, but
something that
I don't know, something that
that woman with
that
feminine voice,
feminine voice,
to Kraz before you.
the one that was speaking to Kraz before you interjected.
Oh, yeah.
You mean the boss bitch of the third dungeon? Or maybe the final dungeon?
Are
I'm
you?
going with final dungeon, yeah.
And also the fact
And also the fact that when we came across the party that was leading to here, they quickly turned on each other. Something tells me that it's not entirely cohesive.
Well, I mean, it is an
Movement.
apocalypse death cult. Occasionally somebody's going to wake up and go, oh, wait, so, I don't want to kill the world. That's where I keep my stuff.
True, but I was noticing something here at Bloodrock Cave, and also with the small time I've been with you. They all seem to have different colored robes.
I thought they were just denoting schools of magic or ranking system or, maybe what job class they took.
Maybe. But perhaps there's more to it. Perhaps the cult that follows the Jackal Prince isn't too dissimilar to the horsemen themselves. After all, as the speaker said, try to keep them in the dark. Either way, we do know where the next one is. It's a little bit north of here, from what I remember, if the map was right.
Yeah.
However, I believe you need
Well,
some rest,
that's
right?
the thing. I'm assuming it's not immediately north, so I can rest in transit.
I don't think you would have enough time to completely heal whatever.
To completely heal.
You
It's way
did.
better than I am now. The longer we dick around, the more
Fair
people kill
enough.
from starvation. So we don't exactly have a week for me to get back to 100%.
Right. I can try sending word to my people to see if they can come up with something that might assist, but I don't know how long that would take.
Meantime, clean up in here, head upstairs, and depending on what time of day it is when we come up, hit the road.
Would
Yeah.
would the healing flames of Sekhmet help this at all? Would greater restoration?
No, I can only recover naturally for this.
Ah, right. Okay. Wait, hold on.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
I could just keep spamming it. You could just keep throwing greater restoration, and it would get real ridiculous.
Well, hold on. Here's a question. If I remember correctly, first aid for long-term care can speed up ability recovery, and that's not natural. That's just aiding the natural process.
If the first aid
This is
skills
true.
do that, yeah.
Well, if I
This
remember
is true.
correctly.
You have to look up the
Yeah,
skill
that's
for that.
Yeah, you know what? I can see it. I see it. I allow it. Because
Because I'm kind of... To be perfectly honest, I'm
You
kind
gotta
of done with
sound,
this.
you gotta sound like it. It's like, I'm just running this because I said I'd finish it.
Well, I mean, it's not like we're waiting for him to heal up, so it's not any slower or faster for the GM one way or the other.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still like...
Yeah, I know, but I'm still like, I'm just like, this module. I thought it was gonna be real fun, but then
This feels like this doesn't feel like a module. This feels like it's like one of those 5e air quote modules that's actually an entire campaign.
To be fair, it does take a long time.
because we have been doing different things, and I'm throwing in my
Okay,
own
so you're adding
homebrew
on to
stuff
it.
into it
That's
as well.
Like a really long one.
As a, so,
Like it technically started when you came to Miraz. No, not Miraz, to Demiun. Demiun was supposed to be the first time you ever hear of the Feast of Dust.
well, personally, I like the fact that you are trying to blend your own story with that of a module. That can actually work really well. However, this module seems to be confusing as fuck, and thus causing stumbling.
I think it's one of those modules that's obviously written for you.
Yeah,
With the intent of you reading through the whole thing at least once before running it.
Reading through it once, getting a gist, and then reading again to do notes. Because if you don't get the order of operations correctly, you're fucked.
You're fact.
By the way, fun fact. How to destroy the Handflower of Genocide. Well, wearing the Handflower of Genocide, a creature must foster romance between a protean and an inevitable. Have each kiss the bracelet to grant its blessing. And then it's destroyed. Meanwhile, for the Shroud of Flies, while wearing the Shroud of Flies, a creature must infect itself with 7 distinct plagues, then bathe in the cosmic fires of creation on the positive
shit.
energy plane.
Okay.
Well, they make sure those things don't break easy.
The calabash of last droughts must be filled with water for the progenitor wave at the heart of the sea of no shadows in Nirvana, then dashed against the shores of the mere of broken angels in Abaddon. So edgy. Oh, that's hilarious. And the Ravenous Blade must be driven into the heart of a good cleric, who must then gouge themselves for 3 days and 3 nights uninterrupted until the sword has eaten its fill, at which point it rusts and crumbles. Holy. These people are so extra.
D&D, Pathfinder and D&D can be extra. I like to say the Apocalypse Stone.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just like, my gosh, calm down. But yeah, we will end there for tonight, as you all have driven out the last of the gnolls and freed the Sentinels of Morales. Finally, after millennia of the demon incursion, and have found a new guardians for the home.
Huzzah!
Woot!
Oh, BT Dubs, the Handflower rests on a solid gold cast hand. 3,000 gold. The eyes of each figurine in this mosaic, 49 eyes in all, are large spinels, 30 gold pieces each. Damn. Just gold everywhere.
Yeah. Some modules can get crazy with that.
Well,
Yeah. I will be posting experience, but
considering this is in
yeah,
theory
you were
our
saying,
last
Tris?
ride from what you were saying, it makes sense that we're raking in all the loot now.
Yeah, the Leth Springs is supposed to be the last one. But let me go ahead and do that XP. I'm gonna count Maldarga, because you technically defeated her, and Mar just cleaned up a little bit.
You defeated her by sneak
You defeated her by sneaking past her and defeating her with stealth. No cries. It's four. Plus them four boys. But thoughts, concerns,
At this
favorite
point,
recipes.
I'm finding everyone's what the fuck amusing. At the same time, this is feeling a little. It is. There is a little bit of a long sense to it, but that's due to the nature of how confusing this thing is. So there's like a duality in me concerning that. But it is hilarious how whacked out this is. I have to say, if we were to do something else after this module, I would like to at some point in the future come back to the world of Yurok after you've maybe pruned a little bit.
Pruned a few things. Yeah. Because to be perfectly honest, I'm willing for you all to stay around Veneno because
I would love that because, as I mentioned before, I like the idea of being able to have like a home seat or something and be able to invest into it. Because so often have I ran or been a part of games where there's constant travel and not much of a home base that can be cultivated, and that's an interesting feeling to have. That also means that if you ever bring on some sort of massive story point, you could like destroy or corrupt Veneno, and it'd be like, "What's new? We have to save our city, or we have to get vengeance from what they did."
Yeah, I won't lie, I have had that.
Yeah, I won't lie. I have had that thought. I have had that thought where you're being invaded, where Veneno is being invaded by some force, and even the dragon gets in on it. It's like, oh, you have come to the wrong place. You came to the wrong island, motherfucker.
How about you, Tris? How you feeling about all this?
How about you, Tris? How you feeling about all this?
I will admit, it is dragging for me, if only because one of my biggest complaints with D20 type games is the constant climb into a hole, beat some fucker up for his lunch money, and, advance to the next hole with very little, semblance of plot.
Difference.
And this module is very heavy on the let's climb into these, very samey feeling dungeons.
Completely understandable, and I apologize.
Completely understandable, and I apologize.
It's just the nature of the beast,
Yeah, and I would like to point out, so that your descriptions and voices and stuff like that, at least for me, is breaking up the monotony a bit.
I was like, you are doing what you can. You're doing your best to liven it up, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. And it's just again, you only have so much to work with here.
Yeah. Sometimes in certain scenarios, you're just handed crap, and you have to make the best of it.
Yeah.
When you try your best,
When you try your best, but you don't succeed.
Bum, 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 bum.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry, what?
Where'd the book touch you now?
Oh, what?
This book is on fire. What? Yeah, like I'm gonna put it on fire.
Okay.
Okay. That's what that is? Okay. Okay. I'm less confused, but still. Okay.
You're like, why?
As I said, here I was thinking this module was gonna be cool. Because as soon as I heard Feast of Dust, I was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool
it
sounding.
sounds good.
In concept, it sounds great. It's the implementation of how the module wants you to deal with it that is not so interesting. I think they give you a great premise, and then the premise shit basically consists of, okay, now you have a reason to climb into this hole.
But they would be otherwise fascinating. It's like, okay, like if I were to pitch this to someone of my version of it, it would be you come to a town that has been hit by a disease of magical proportions that no one has seen. And you're trying to piece down all these things, then you slowly find about the beast that lies within the desert. The true beast that lies beyond of some great threat. And you start finding out about the Sentinels of Miraz. Then you find out about these people who actually came together 1,000 years ago and stopped this plague. And it's like, oh cool, we're following in their footsteps. And going to their ruins. And it's actually sad, but also kind of cool of like, we're picking up where they left off. And picking up the artifacts that hold these ancient people. And we're forcing them to fight their own brother and... But no. Todd? What the fuck? Actually, no. Who wrote this? Nicholas? What the fuck? Yeah, I will. That is my bitching and complaining for the week. Tune in next time for more. Oh, but here's at least one good thing. We have hypothetically only
1 million more pages.
No. 21 pages. And about 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 3 of those are actually just... Oh, actually, no, we got less.
Scribble out the appendix.
Oh, shit. We only got 42, 57. Oh, we only got...
Got this many.
15 pages. 15 pages. Yeah, and a lot of this is just mentioning stats and all that, so yeah, not bad. Only a few more until we can... Yeah.
Again, whatever happens,
Yeah.
at the very least we can say it's been a ride.
Yeah. I hope at the final showdown we can at least get... Like, for the final showdown, I want to see if I can try to get everybody there, because... for the showdown, as well as for,
Is that number divided?
the aftermath.
That's divided?
Hmm?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, let me tell you the individual things. You got 19,200 from Moldarga. Another 19,200 for Nolkraz. 4,800 a pop for the Flaying Ghouls. I did not include the Devourers. But you also got 9,600 for opening the Bolt Door. Oh, actually, you are supposed to get 960 more for the hand flower.
Sorry guys, more XP. Dang it!
Hmm.
Fine, no XP. No, we'll take it, we'll take it.
What are you all at right now? 169. It's some 182. I'll add later. We'll make it even there.
Fix it in post.
Fix it in post.